morning, students. Today I am going to continue the chapter Federalism. In previous video I explained you about center-state relations. It was the time when Congress ruled at center for about 40 years. These were the years when single party made the government. The government at the center ruled the state with biased views. It supported those states which had a government formed by the same party. Then afterwards, some regional politics in many states has changed the center-state relation after 1990. This was the beginning of coalition governments at the center. Then afterwards I explained you about decentralization. That what is decentralization? When power is taken away from central and state governments and given to local government, it is called decentralization. Now today I will explain you about advantages of decentralization. There are many advantages because decentralization means local government. First advantage, local people know the local problems better. Next, direct participation of people. Then foundation of democracy. Then sharing the burden of the central and state governments. Next, convenient and economical. Now, these are the advantages to form a decentralization. Now, I will explain you all these points in detail. First point, local people know the local problems better. Decentralization aims at dealing with local problems at local level. Local people know their problems much better than outsiders. They also have better ideas regarding management of things more efficiently, because they are all local peoples. They know each and everyone in a very proper way. But outsiders, they don't know anything about local people, so it is very easy to solve this problem. Next, direct participation of people. Local administration provides the opportunity to the people to directly participate in decision making. It helps in administration also. Next, foundation of democracy. The local institution provide people the training for administration at higher levels. By means of participation in local administration, they become familiar with election, voting, election process, etc. They not only use their votes but also come to realize its importance. Next, sharing the burden of the central and state governments. The local government take up some of the responsibilities of the central and state governments. They share some of their burdens and allow them time to concentrate on matter of states. Some of their burdens goes to local government, so that they can give lots of time on state and national importance. Much of their time, which was wasted to understand the things for the local people, they give lots of time for state and national level. That's why local government was formed. Convenient and economical. A local government is very close to common people. It is very convenient for local people to approach local authorities with whom they are in regular touch and contact. This is economical also because they are living in the same village. There is no need to spend any extra fuel or money to go in that village. So it is economical also. Now, why this process of decentralization has taken place? What is the reason? Local self-governing institutions are rooted in the history of India. The self-governing village communities known as sabhas existed that from earliest time. Later, they came to be known as village panchayats. During the British rule, Viceroy Lord Ripon encouraged local self-institution, as a result of which first elected local government was installed in 1882. Mahatma Gandhi was also in the favor of decentralization. Why Mahatma Gandhi ji was given lots of support to decentralization? Mahatma Gandhi was a strong supporter of decentralization of economic and political power. And he considered panchayat as its great importance. Panchayat were looked upon as instrument of decentralization, and it is good for the local people to solve the problem. Now, why it is need for decentralization? The need for decentralization was recognized by our constitution makers right from the beginning. A number of attempts have been made to decentralize power to the level of villages and towns. In all the states, panchayats in village set up and municipality in urban areas, but they were under the direct control of the state governments. They did not have any powers, resources or funds of their own, and their election was also not held regularly. So, in this way, local government election was not held regularly. It is just a name only. Afterwards, a major step was taken in decentralization in 1992. Now, what was the major steps towards decentralization taken in 1992? Now, they have amended the constitution to make the third tier of democracy more powerful and effective. What is third tier? That is local government. Now, what rules and regulations they have made? Now it is constitutionally compulsory to hold regular elections to local government bodies. Seats are reserved in the elected bodies, and the executives head of these institutions for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward classes. Now, seats are also going to be reserved for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBCs. Afterwards, at least 1/3 of all positions are reserved for women. An independent institution called the State Election Commission has been created in each state to conduct panchayat and municipal elections. The state governments are required to share some power and revenue with local government bodies. The nature of sharing varies from state to state. It is not compulsory that all the things are moving in all states equal. It depends upon the state that how much power, how much things they are given to that local government. Now you have to write question and answers in your fair copy. Describe the constitutional amendment of 1992 regarding the decentralization of power. Explain the advantages of decentralization of power.